Oh my god. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to Welcome to our second RedBox report. I am Motherboy Triple X, also known as Mother Bells Jingle Jingle Jingle. With me tonight we have Savage.
Hello.
Morthus.
What's up?
Eddie Bagig.
Really? You're gonna say my name like that?
Eddie
Bagig.
something or other.
Hello.
Shade.
Hey, what's up?
Wicket. Hello. And Zind.
Howdy.
And so what we're going to do today is talk about some of the changes that have happened in RedBox, some of the shifts we've seen in the standings, and just some of the cool stuff that has happened in the last week since our previous podcast. To kick things off, I think the biggest change that we've seen in the past week was a subtle shift that was only announced by one single status update from Savage on the changing values of the boxes. Savage, why did you change them, and why were you so secretive about it? Or not secretive, but why didn't you announce it from the rooftops? You made us guess. You made us guess because I remember I saw it and I wanted.
Why was it so stealthy?
Sorry. But I wanted to know what the changes were, and I had to pick up the presents to find out.
Well, I don't think it's any surprise that the values go up. That's something we talk about every year. We talked about that in the previous RedBox report. We talked about that in all the podcasts leading up to it, how values change as time goes on. It's done for a number of reasons. It's done to keep it competitive. It's done to keep it so that people who come in later in the game still have a chance. Those that don't have as much time to put in don't see themselves slipping away because the values continually rise. And those that are in the lead need to work that much harder to stay in the lead.
Yeah, I'll admit,
because as the values increase, you can't just get comfortable once you get into the top 10 and say, okay, I'm there, now I can kick back and throw my feet up, when all of a sudden mystery boxes are worth 50 and 30 and mega boxes have doubled, and drop rates have increased in some of the special boxes. So I mean, every change we make is to keep the red box competitive for the entire duration of the event. That's why we've incorporated the increasing values. That's why we incorporated the bad Santa, so that everyone has a chance right up to the last day. That's really our goal.
Yeah, I think you're right that, if you're one of the players who's on the top of the scoreboard, seeing those changes, seeing people around me picking up positive 50 points on a mystery box or getting 10 points on a mega box really does make you nervous.
I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, up until the last day, the scoreboard still changed in terms of, was it Eddie fell off right at the end? And I think I know
that was not last year.
Yeah, I said 2 years ago. And I think it might have been Gibby. It was someone who dropped off Secret Santas right at the end, because it was a tie and they didn't want to get another Secret Santa to tie break, and they dropped off the list because someone else did.
That stinks. But I mean, as much as I say I'm scared of it, I like it too, because you're right, Savage, that sometimes we get players who they say from the very beginning, I don't have 500 points like the first person does, so I'm just not going to try. But then you see the second half, things really pick up and get even more competitive. And yeah, as Mort says, it's still anyone's game.
Right, that's pretty much our goal. We we want it to be competitive right up to the end. We really learn a lot of lessons every year with RedBox, and we always make notes and iterate on the event to keep it competitive and to keep it fun for the entire duration of it. And one of the things we learned our first year is when we didn't have all the other drops and all we basically had was the red box, was that those people that turned it into a grind were the only ones that had a chance that first year. Well, that's really not the spirit of the event the way we had intended it. So everything we've done since then, every improvement, every addition over the years has been to make it as inclusive as possible, to even those people that don't have time to spend, 6, 8, 10 hours a day on the servers. Eddie's only doing, he's been very active seeding every day, which is great, but he's still only doing, 2-3 hours on the servers, probably on average, and he's very competitive because he's doing it, very wisely during seeding times when drop times are doubled, and he's taking advantage of all the incentives to help get the servers going. Well, those that can play late in the day, they can make out too, because they may be able to play longer during peak hours when you may be able to get on PLX and there's 30 VIPs and you grab a bad sand and bam, you just gave yourself 200-300 points. So it's really kind of a checks and balances type thing. It really helps out both kinds of players, those that have a lot of time on their hands and can play a lot, and those that can only play during certain hours. There's all kinds of things built in to make all of those groups competitive with each other.
I'd just like to say quick that Gibby messaged me, and yes, it was him, and I brought up a sore subject. So now I have made both Gibby and Eddie salty.
2 years ago, though.
Sounds like
Sure, I got a prize. Okay.
it sounds like a normal Friday night for you, Mort.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of Mort making people mad,
That's a good segue.
actually, but he didn't, because I don't think he was one of the people who had a minigun. Last week we had our karaoke event, which I have to say was probably, we've done karaoke, 4 times now? 3 times?
No, 5 times. That was our
5.
5th last time.
Sorry. Oh my god. We're all terrible at dates today. I thought last week's karaoke was probably the most enjoyable karaoke that we've had.
And we
Everyone
gave
who-
away 131 keys that night too.
Yeah, okay, so
And
tonight was
I
100
found
keys.
one.
Did you really?
I found one.
Only one?
Wow,
Yeah,
I think I
only
got
one.
like 8.
Wow.
So, sucks to be you.
Found 3 presents total that whole night. 2 of them were keys.
All I could get were keys.
See,
I don't
so
think...
now Joe has made me feel bad, so now we've come full
Well,
circle.
it's a circle of life. Actually, I do wish you had picked up more, because I would have liked to have played some more MVM.
I
But
have 2. I picked up 2 today.
okay, but let's keep. So for the karaoke,
Wow, doesn't
I
even
have-
care.
Don't
I
knock her
have
off
a-
track, man.
I
Don't
have
knock her
a
off track.
schedule laid out in my notebook. My notebook, which
If you,
also tracks
if you
my red
derail the
boxes.
train, the whole broadcast is gonna go off
Yeah,
the cliff.
karaoke is number 2. So let's talk about how awesome that night was. For one thing,
I sang a lot.
Eddie
Yeah.
did sing
Yeah,
a
you
lot.
kind of just stopped getting presents and started singing a whole lot.
Yeah, I got 0 presents once I started singing.
Eddie was totally
whatever.
into that whole singing.
But you spread a lot of joy to the
Yeah, I
rest
love
of
it.
us.
It's awesome.
And
Twitch thought it
really...
was so good they muted half our broadcast.
Aw.
Oh.
Well, it was really neat that the this year the music was played through TeamSpeak rather than on the server, and I think that might have made a bit less lag with the singing. I could be wrong, but
Well,
it felt like we were more in sync.
A few years ago, Valve changed the codec for voice over IP in game, voice chat in game. Used to be we really didn't have a problem singing in game, but once they changed that codec, once you have half a dozen people or a dozen people trying to sing in game, you also have a lot of people getting buffer overflow
Oh,
errors
yeah,
and timing
yeah.
out, and yeah, it's a mess. So we ended up switching to TeamSpeak, I think, last year, saying everyone has to sing in TeamSpeak, which is fine because actually the music bot thing Eddie set up sounded much clearer
It was
than
amazing.
the in-game audio usually does. So it was great. I thought it worked out awesome.
Yeah, I thought everyone did a really great job. I thought you know, the big star of the night in terms of the presents, because there were increased values to the presents, which was awesome. But Shade in our channel picked up the one bad Santa of the night. So how about you tell us how that worked out? Because I don't even think I saw anything. I was too excited about presents.
That was hilarious.
So the way that went is I was coming out of spawn. I heard a present spawn. I saw something in the corner. I'm like, oh, that's a present. And I picked it up and I heard it. Oh, it's a bad Santa. Somebody was jumped into my face about 3 seconds later. I killed them, and that was a whole bunch of points.
Wait.
What were you playing?
Was it not a sentry kill?
No, it wasn't a
No,
sentry kill.
he was a
I
like
feel
that.
like it was a sentry kill.
I thought
I
it
was
was
It
playing
was
down.
not. I was right there. I was right behind him,
If you
and a
say
scout
so.
came through the doggy door and just pipe in the face immediately.
You were building
was
sentry
hilarious.
those. You have to admit that.
Were you playing engineer that night, Shade?
No, I was playing demo because
Of
everyone
course
else
he
was
was.
playing scout, and somebody had to kill all the sentry guns that were camping us into spawn.
Well, all I know is it was super fast. Cause there was someone picked up Bad Santa and then it was over. Like I didn't get to see the Bad Santa or see the kill. But how many points did you end up getting?
210 from that one, I believe. We had 21 VIPs, I think.
And then did you get the achievement from that too?
No, I'd actually gotten another bad Santa prior to that, and gotten, I think it was close to 300 points. I don't know. Can't remember.
And
Wow.
you got another one
Might be
today
wrong.
too. You
I
were doing
did.
good on Bad Santas.
Yeah, so speaking of standings and jumping up in the standings, I just noticed before we started broadcasting that Shade is now ahead of me, and that stinks.
Well, you kind of
So-
need to up your game, Joe. so-
Well, that's what happens when you don't play.
Okay, I've had real life
Oh.
this week, but
Real life.
real life sometimes gets in the way.
And you've
of my
also
game.
kind of been known for feeding Shade Bad Santas.
Yeah,
When did I do that?
my very
When
first
did
one.
I do that?
My very first one.
What do you
During
mean?
seeding time.
I don't remember this.
It was on Upward. I found the bad Santa as a scout. I didn't switch off, and you just jumped in my face, and I killed you.
You blocked it out of your memory.
I don't
Yeah,
think
she
this
does that.
happened. I don't think this happened.
She
I
does
think,
that, yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to. I don't know.
Boy, Integral Birth's doing well on the bad
Well,
Santas.
yeah. So Eddie was the first one to break 1,000 points, which I thought was pretty epic. So good for you. But now Integral Birth has 1,230 points. Eddie's in second with 1,012. Beavis is in third. Shade's in fourth. I'm in fifth. Then we have SFF Neo, Wicket, Hobos Fury, Jenny Side, and Malinowski, which is good. I like Malinowski, and he seeds every morning, so I'm happy to see him up there. But Wicket, how has your kind of search for the achievements and the presents been going?
I pretty much go to Dust Bowl for like 2 hours a day and get presents, and that's it.
That's
During seating hours,
real
it's like-
strategery.
I found that Dust Bowl's very easy to get presents on.
Dust Bowl's my favorite. Dust Bowl is my favorite for getting presents.
Last year I was a big fan of Koth to get it.
Yeah.
This year it's Dust Bowl.
Yeah, Koth is good. Koth is a bit harder to get seeded some days. I still need to
Thank you,
visit
Valve.
2 servers for my Around the World achievement, so I need to do that this weekend.
Man, I remember what that was like.
Yeah, did you get that today?
Man.
Jeez.
I
remember
got
when
Eddie
that.
got
Back
I
in
needed
like the first
achievements.
day when she did it, you know.
I
Eddie
got that
doesn't
in a
even
couple
have
hours.
that one.
Need to work on your entourage, Joe. We keep telling you.
Well, apparently I'm part of Eddie's entourage, so does that mean, like,
It is an entourage.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, well, I'm not. So
well, I want us to be equals. I want us... I view us as equals, Eddie. Okay, good. Well, before we started, Eddie and I were talking a little bit just about the achievements that have been really difficult for us to get, but we were ultimately successful in doing so. Shade, I heard that you finished the Home for the Holidays achievement today.
Not yet.
Oh,
I have
not
one
yet?
left
What is-
on Dust Bowl. It's Dust Bowl again. I have to get a mega box on Dust Bowl.
A fucking Mega Box
Oh,
is
we
on
need
Dust
to
Bowl.
talk about that Mega Box. 'cause that was amazing.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was good. I hope you saved that replay because that was awesome.
I don't think I did.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so tell me, what happened? What happened?
So
Oh, you weren't there for that? Damn.
I was out
Hey.
today.
A mega box spawned. It was on the last point of Dust Bowl. I think it was on map 2, the second point. It's a mega box. I was pushing in on blue. So I bonked in as a scout, but there was a wrangled sentry on top of the mega box. And
Literally, the mega box was inside the wrinkled sentry. It was like inside the force field of the wrinkled sentry.
And there was
awesome.
there was at least 1 or 2 players from Red standing on it. So I just kind of bonked off their heads a bunch and died.
And you still couldn't get it.
No.
I was watching from the sidelines, like I was
was-
actually nice enough not to pick it up.
Were you
Until
last?
he
He's
died,
just
and then he
standing
did.
there, running into it, just not getting it, and then I picked it up because he died.
So the guy Mort's like, oh, I'll take it.
That makes sense.
No second
Mega
chances when
box?
Mort's around.
Joe wouldn't have waited. She would have just seen like, there's a sentry there. I'll just take it for you, Shade.
Yeah, but
Don't worry
okay,
about it.
sometimes when your friend has died and you're just like, oh my god, is this gonna respawn now or is it not? Am I gonna lose it if I don't pick it up right now? Will they make it back? Like,
Whenever I see that with Joe, I just picture in my head like a 6-year-old kid standing next to a present. He's trying to be good, but he's like jumping from foot to foot, going, "I want to take it, but oh wait, I'll hold it for you, but I really want it myself.
but I do
Re-
want it for myself.
Remember yesterday? No, not yesterday, but a
I
couple
don't-
of days ago,
No.
when Gibby needed a key for MVM, and Joe picked it up in front of his face.
Oops, so sorry."
We were like working together to get Gibby a key so we can run MVM, and
Oh,
Gibby
that's
had
not the
3
best.
seconds left. Gibby had 3 seconds left on his pickup timer, and Joe just runs over and picks it up.
It's not the best. It's when
Well-
Joe's working on an achievement. Like the other day when she was, in fact, I think she was working on the same achievement. And Zen picked up the mega box she needed. That was the best thing ever.
Oh yeah.
I'm still mad, but we
Yeah.
don't need to talk about it. Zind.
If that is your real name.
Yeah, if that is your real name. That Home for the
Yeah, I
Holidays
just
achievement is
don't
brutal.
pay much attention to TeamSpeak sometimes, so that's all I have to say. Because
It was
apparently you were talking about how
early.
you needed a mega box.
So you tune out me and Eddie.
I sometimes just take off my headset, to be honest.
Oh my god. How dare.
Well,
That's funny.
you know, I mean, this
I
is
gotta
race.
eat sometime.
You can eat with your headset on. I don't. Anyways, this has raised some really interesting discussions between me and Eddie and Savage about RedBox etiquette, and I think it would be very fun to talk more about it as the RedBox season goes on. Because there's a lot of it.
Redbox etiquette.
There is. We'll talk about it later, but there is.
It's more like
RedBox etiquette.
Redbox seating etiquette. I think that's the.
Yeah, it's gotta be contextual. I mean, well, yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not really playing the primetime one, so I don't know. But if people are commenting, they should comment with things etiquette that they follow when Redbox hunting. So Shade, are you going to be seeding tomorrow morning to try and get that mega box?
I might actually try later tonight. Yeah, probably.
Good idea. I will admit I gave up on an achievement, and that was a really big mistake. And Savage laughed at me a lot. I got 8 out of 10 for Home for the Holiday, or not Home for the Holidays. What is it? The
Polar Express.
Polar Express, where you give away 10 secret
You
Santas
don't
in
give up on
48
that one when you're
hours.
close.
No.
That
It
one
was-
is
She
such a
did.
pain.
It was so frustrating. I was so close, and then 3 secret Santas go by, and I wasn't able to get them. It was either they were in a spot you couldn't pick up, or other people kept taking them, and I just got so frustrated because I knew I was coming up to the 48-hour mark when I was gonna start losing them, and I just
Gave up.
I got a little grumpy. I got a little bit of the Redbox rage, and I just
Redbox rage.
Nah,
Sounds like a really
even
bad
touching
rash.
I just got a little grumpy, but I'll get it. It'll happen.
As long as you believe, Joe.
As long as I believe, which I do, thinking positively. Alright, one of the other wonderful events as part of Redbox is our MVM map, the Santa's Workshop. Right now in the lead for the holiday spirit points that you can earn through this workshop, we have iGamer with 24,000 points. That is a crazy amount of points, iGamer. Eddie Eggnog the Gig is in second with 21,000, and Zind is in third for 18,000. And this is for the PS4, right, Savage? Pretty
Correct.
epic prize.
Correct.
Eddie is insane.
And
for
I
being in
want it.
second place without times 2.
Yeah, that's something really important to bring up. Eddie does not have the 2 times bonus because he was unable to complete the ARG. So you've been playing this almost every night, haven't you?
Not for like
a lot.
To credit him, not for lack of trying, is because he was involved in the development of the event, so he had to recuse himself from playing that. So it's not. It's to his credit that he's able to stay in the top 3 or 4 of that competition, and not even have the bonus that everyone else around him has. So it's pretty amazing. But I think it's gonna come down to who's holding the most keys the last week.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do. iGamer is doing well. He has the bonus, but right now he's holding 2 keys. He only has 2 keys, whereas Eddie in second place doesn't have the bonus, but he's holding 11 keys.
Jesus!
Yeah.
So
Don't even talk to me about keys, Joe.
yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
just look here.
It's
24
the
keys.
secret
24
Joe key magnet.
keys.
Joe has 24 keys somehow.
I just like to hoard them.
But she still will pick them up from someone else,
yes.
even when we're trying to help that person get a key.
Yes.
Well, she's
She
got to get
is
that
especially when they're
100 key
helping.
achievement.
Yeah, I do have an achievement with that, don't forget.
Yeah.
I have to get 100.
Yeah.
You thought of it after Eddie gave you that excuse, so
Well,
I
it's
should
a
very
good-
worried about
that's,
it.
That's also something that was greatly increased when the values changed. And you can see that in the ticker too. Is the drop rate for keys? It's now in double digits as far as percentages go.
Wow.
So, and you can see that on the ticker. You see a lot of people finding keys now on the ticker. So, if you're not finding keys, you're just really not trying hard enough.
Yeah, Mark.
Honestly.
Oh my god. Just sit there with your fucking 24 golden key castle.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Man, if I wasn't supposed to pick them up, they wouldn't be sparkly. Like, it's just...
Sound reasoning.
Man, that sounds like an excuse I would use going to a strip joint or something.
Oh my god, don't use that.
I wasn't supposed to touch it. It wouldn't be jiggling in my face.
Wow.
So anyways,
Well.
this Hannah's Workshop has been quite a bit of fun. I'll admit that I've really gotten into the groove as playing engineer on this map. Last night we were playing with CJ and he wanted to be engineer and I really did not want to give it up because I like my engineer. I know where to put the gun. I get points.
According
know
to
where to put
Sorglin,
the
you don't know where to put the
dispenser.
dispenser, though.
He's not gonna listen to this, is he?
Nope, he does.
Shut up, he doesn't listen. Sorglin may have given me some very good advice on where to put my dispenser, and I did not.
That's really not what you told
took
him that
me
night.
a while to realize how good of advice that was, but it was.
I'm pretty
fair.
sure
It
you
was-
said things about his mother after he
No,
said,
I
told
didn't.
you that.
But
Heard she's a pretty nice lady.
I may have gotten a little bit defensive, but he was very right, and since that game, I have been much better.
Yeah. She got downright salty.
I just.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Whatever. My dispenser. But now it's great. Everything's golden. Everything's good. What have you guys liked about playing this MVM map?
You know what's
Honestly-
funny? Oh, good.
I was gonna suggest, honestly, the MVM map's been the most fun I've had in TF2 in ages. I don't know if it's because it's co-op or just because it's new, but the Christmassiness and all of the robots wearing light-up guns
do like
and
that.
Santa hats, it's all very festive and very fun.
I like the balloons at the end when we win.
And the balloons.
I love the decorations. Like, I love the
Balloons.
presents everywhere.
I just, I was never really into MVM. I played all the Valve maps and everything, and it's probably somewhat biased on my part, but this is the only MVM map I've really enjoyed playing. I just never really got into any of the other ones, but this one just, Maybe could be because it's one really long wave that's really tough, and you'll have things like 3 tanks on the map at once, and all of a sudden 50 fucking spies appear,
Oh,
just ruin your day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's so easy to lose if you take your eye off the bomb, because we've been playing, the 5 of us been playing really hard, think we're doing great. All of a sudden, oh, a spy grabbed the bomb. Now he's about to jump in the hole.
Yeah.
Or, we had 3 tanks on the map, and we just realized, okay, one's about to get there, and it's only at half health. And we all have to scramble to go grab another crit canteen to try to kill it before it drops a bomb. I mean, it's just, it's an incredible challenge. It's the only MVM map I've ever had any fun on.
I've learned the value in having 2-way teleporters because I never understood why anyone would want it. But then you're right, as soon as it's, oh god, someone has the bomb, they're right at the end. Oh shit, need to pick up my stuff and go back. I've also learned that my taunt key and my canteen key are right next to each other. So
We have learned that too.
so I tend to use my canteen by mistake before the game even starts.
Eddie's sitting
It's
there
really-
with his dance taunt, and Joe's like, "Oh, I'll dance with you," and then it says, "Mother Boy has used upgrade buildings."
For me, it's the opposite, because I'll be sitting there shooting at the tank as a heavy, and then suddenly I'm taunting instead of critting, and it's the
Oh,
worst.
word.
No, I've enjoyed it a lot, and I agree with Savage, where I really wasn't that into MVM before because I think it wasn't a big challenge. Whereas this one, it's so difficult, especially when you get to those soldiers with all their crits, or even the snipers with their huntsmen are tough.
The
super
snipers
tough.
are the worst. As a heavy that always has full projectile destruction by that point, the crit soldiers don't bother me nearly as much as the huntsmen.
Yeah, so I found that as we've played more and more, I've had to make sure that, oh, this wave's coming out. Okay, I have to move my gun here. I have to put it a certain place when the pyros come out. I have to put it a certain place when the demos come out. So I've had to really kind of stay on my toes while we play.
The crit huntsman wave is super funny too, because everyone is just filled with arrows by the end of it.
Even if you do survive, you're just porcupine.
Yeah.
Now, tonight is Friday night, and we're not having an event tonight for RedBox, but Savage, we're supposed to have some special events next week.
Yeah, I had a lot of personal business to take care of this week, and as a result, I didn't get a chance to set up the Friday night RedBox event this week. So, as an apology, we're going to have 2 events next week. I'll have one probably on Wednesday and another one on Friday. So we'll have 2 RedBox special events next week to make
Can you
up
tell
for the
us
one
a
we'll
bit
miss
about
this
them?
week.
Or are they
No.
surprise? Well,
Ooh.
I hate surprises.
They're worth showing up for.
I'm just trying to think of what kind of... Either way, I want to be there. I need presents. I need to fight everyone who wants to take the presents that I want. And
Is
I
it
need
like
to...
a fist fight or?
Do we
No, but
want
I
to
need
take
to
bets
win.
I'll go to fist fight.
on how many golden keys I'll be able to pick up? I
I'll
assume
take all
that
your
some
golden
will
keys.
drop
Less than
So-
0.
less than 2-0.
I'll give you one,
Oh man,
I believe.
1. Thanks for
Yeah.
the faith.
hmm That's as long as you're the NG on my team and not the other team, though. Otherwise, they take away that one.
I find I get nervous
I
before-
didn't play NG much. I did mini for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. I played medic for a bit, and then Shane took a key from me, and I said, "Fuck you," and I stopped medic.
Became
No,
part of the problem.
Being medic was frustrating because I constantly saw scouts run by me and pick up stuff first. I'm like, back to scout, I guess.
I totally went skip that night and was very pleased with that decision. But I didn't get any red boxes, I just got keys. But that was... Oh, and one positive mystery box, and I've gotten so many negatives that the one positive is such a nice thing.
Although I guess for me it could be said that going scout didn't really help with my 1 key.
But I highly recommend that anyone who is part of the RedBox contest who wants to see themselves jump up in the standings attend both those events next week because they're sure to be a ton of fun. We always have a great time with them, and
You
I'm
should
sure
join up
that-
either way.
And
Like,
I need
if
to go
you're
and make up
Redbox
for
or
my
not.
poor Redboxing.
Sorry, I keep talking over you.
No, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, I was just saying, you should show up either way, even if you're not Redboxing. It's fun.
And then interrupt Mort as much as possible.
And just laugh at everyone going crazy for the red boxes.
That's right. You can put up mini sentries. That's
No,
always fun,
why do
right?
you even suggest that?
Mort's
Ugh.
motive for that is that if there's fewer people hunting for the boxes, he might actually get some.
You got me. You got me.
I actually
If
don't
there's-
have a beef with the mini sentries because usually the people who put up the mini sentries, they're engineers that are actually running around trying to do stuff. It's the people that put up level 3s with dispensers to back them up and just stand there and beat on their gun. You're just there to fuck with everybody's fun instead of actually trying to engage with the event. And don't fucking do that. It's just fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And everyone knows who I'm talking to. So don't fucking do it. It's just it's a dick move. I mean, the mini sentries, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but you know, they're throwing them down in a competitive way and they're still running around trying to do stuff. The people that sit off in a corner and set up a level 3 and beat on the gun while everyone else is trying to get gifts during a Redbox event, that's just a fucking dick move. And it just, that ticks me off. So don't do it. It's bad.
It is.
I
bad.
still hate the mini sentries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They make
I
me a
mean,
little
you know.
I
salty.
bet you do.
That's, I mean, that's, yeah, well, it's semi-competitive.
It's
think-
just working on I Support Christmas.
Yeah.
I tried doing that. I tried doing that during seeding. And then I had the same problem you did, Mordo. I kept missing boxes, and they would drop like right next to my gun, and I would still miss them because I was slower than the other players. So
Yeah, it
I
can be
mean-
frustrating.
it's tough. But Eddie got his I Support Christmas achievement the other day.
Yeah, in one day.
Great.
So I don't know what this trouble you're having is.
Great. Please have we all stopped and helped you get that achievement because you called me a
Oh,
jerk for picking up a
did
red
you?
box.
Well, I mean,
Well, there's no
you're
time
being a
limit.
jerk.
Man. Redbox gets a little intense.
A little heated
Yeah.
right here.
But I love Redbox. I love getting up in the morning and jumping into TeamSpeak and hanging out with everyone and just having a good time and kind of picking fights with people in a friendly way.
Oh yeah, because I just go up to Mort and say, "Yeah, let's have a fight, buddy. Let's take it out back. Let's fist fight."
What?
I love
That's
being
business.
woken up by Joe's message.
When I
That
say good
says,
morning in all
Good
caps.
morning. Yeah,
Well, it's
you
morning.
woke me up this morning.
It's 10 a.m. It's time to get up and play Redbox. Everyone should join us. 10 a.m. Redbox seating. I'll be there tomorrow morning. It'll be great, and we'll have a super fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another reminder for anyone who's part of No Heroes and loves Redbox, we're still having our screenshot and replay contest for Redbox. So if you've taken an awesome screenshot of someone picking up something or missing something, or you have a replay of, say, stealing someone's present because they couldn't pick it up due to the countdown timer, submit it. And you can submit it through the forums, and we're having a contest where you can win a really great prize. And the deadline is going to be the last day of Redbox, so get those done soon. I learned how to do replays for this contest, so that means anyone can do it. I haven't figured out how to upload it though. But it's on my computer, it exists.
I believe you.
I'll figure it out. I'll get someone to help me.
Well, we do have some highlights for MVM.
Yeah. Shut
Yeah.
Sure. For those who have not seen it yet,
Wait, should I watch this? it's over? Oh shoot. Okay, sorry.
The best part about watching this is the crit soldiers watching people just fucking rocket into the air.
Yeah,
That
and they will
music is pretty
pin you
awesome.
against the skybox.
Okay, so my replay was not as well produced as that one. Mine was from one angle the whole time, just looking at the robots.
And
But I think that... Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. But I think that shows some of the really cool like challenges you face in those giant heavies with their medics, where you have to kill the medics first, otherwise they're gonna Uber, and all those crazy crit soldiers. If you haven't tried the MVM event, it is a ton of fun and super tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess that wraps it up for our second RedBox report. I would like to thank my fabulous guests of Savage,
Hello.
Mort,
I think it's time for
Eddie.
goodbye now. Hello.
well, I'm saying
Goodbye.
thank you guys, Eddie, Shade, Wickinson. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank
Wow,
you everyone
we're
for
all
watching.
grouped as
That's
one.
cool.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
at least Zin got mentioned this time. Was it Zin
Yeah,
last time?
that was
It
nice.
doesn't mean I'm part of your entourage.
You're
I feel a
moving up,
little better.
Zind.
you're all in my entourage. Get over it.
Shut up, Eddie.
No, we're not.
I'm salty about it.
Making my own entourage.
Good luck getting infamy in payday, fucker.
Oh my god.
Whoa,
Man.
Join my entourage and I'll
That
carry you,
sounds-
Eddie.
that sounds intense.
I can't handle the salt.
All right, well, thank you everyone for joining me, and thank you everyone for watching, and happy Redbox, and good luck to everyone who's Redbox hunting. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.